I'm the good chef now.
Really?
Yes. Now, obviously, I love a toastie, but normally my toasties are pretty indulgent, not very healthy for you. So I've set myself the challenge, Jack, to try and come up with a toastie that is a bit more on the healthy side. First I want to do is roast some pumpkin. So we've got some maple syrup and some white miso paste that I'd love for you to pop into the bowl. And I'll add a little bit of olive oil for you just to loosen it up. And that's our dressing for our roast pumpkin. So it's going to be a little bit sweet, but not using brown sugar, going with a natural sweetener, maple syrup. Okay, so I've got a tray here that I've just lined with some baking paper. And this is just a couple of cups of butternut pumpkin that we diced up. That can go onto our tray. And I always try and have a vegetarian option on my menu, but I try and make it a bit exciting where even if you weren't vegetarian, you wouldn't miss the meat.
Yeah, of course. And that's how it should be.
Yeah. So with something like this, you've got pumpkin. We're going to do some mushrooms soon. So really meaty without the meat.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. I'm just going to give these a little toss with my hand just to coat that pumpkin in the miso, the maple, the olive oil. Then we're going to pop this into the oven and just roast it maybe 20, 25 minutes until the pumpkin is soft and caramelised. All right, so pumpkin's in the oven. While that's roasting away, the next part of our superfood healthy toastie, we've got some kale. Yes, you heard it right. I'm cooking with kale.
Nice.
Would you be able to shred that up for me?
Sure.
That'd be great. Now here, this is one of my absolute favourite ingredients, enoki mushrooms. So a Japanese style mushroom, but I love cooking with these guys. They're so meaty and they've got a really great flavour. Then I've got a couple of cloves of garlic. So I'm going to add a good, or not a good glug, a suitable glug of olive oil for my healthy toastie, just a little bit, into our frying pan.
That's definitely a glug. I could see it out my side eye. Like...
So normally there'd be a big chunk of butter going in there to fry these mushrooms, but just olive oil today. Now, the pan's been heating up, so these mushies should be ready to go straight in. Get them in the frying pan.
You know, Tim, I don't think I even put kale in a toastie.
There you go.
So there you go, people.
I love that, and I've seen, Jack, you've been loving your toasties lately.
I am. Look.
Have I been inspiring you?
Yeah, you really have. And we did, in fact, get an amazing toastie machine. So that's made a big difference. But I've loved playing with toasties because, frankly, at the end of the week, I'm shattered. Yeah. And on the nights when I don't feel like ordering in pizza, it's just toastie night. Yeah. And it's my favourite now. But yeah, it's been good fun. And so you've definitely influenced me. And interestingly enough, by the look of these ingredients, I seem to have influenced you somehow.
It may not look like I'm listening sometimes, but some things get through. Some things get through.
Well, if it makes it to Tim's toastie menu, then I know I've really, made a friend for life. And, you know, a student for life too.
There you go. Well, if this turns out all right, I might have to put it on the menu. All right, kale can go in. Kale is an absolute superfood, really good for your lowering cholesterol. What else? Help me, fibre.
Yes.
Calcium.
Yes.
Calcium, plant-based calcium.
Yes.
There we go. So all I want to do is cook this kale and mushrooms for a couple of minutes until it's starting to wilt, get a bit of colour on it. Then we'll add the garlic and cook it for a further minute. We'll check on the pumpkin that we're ready to build some healthy toasties. All right, our enoki mushrooms and kale are done. See, that's got nice and caramelised there. We've got some good colour on it. That's what we want to see. So I'm just going to pop it into the bowl now and have a look at this pumpkin.
Yeah.
I mean...
I'm all over this.
Yeah, all over it.
This is all me.
So we're going to cook our toasties in the grill pan. So I'm just going to swap that onto there. Just a nice low heat. Just let it warm up while we build our toasties. Okay. So I bought this all the way from Ballarat. This is a pumpkin sourdough to match in with our pumpkin. So I need 4 good slices from the middle. Now you'll notice I didn't use any salt in anything yet.
I did notice that.
Because that miso paste really acts as our seasoning. No salt.
But you did say I haven't used salt in anything yet.
I don't think I will, actually.
Is it coming,
I don't think it is.
You're just stitching me up here a bit.
Look at that nice colour.
Oh, it's a beautiful bread.
Yeah. All right. Some thick slices.
Now, cottage cheese is your cheese of choice today.
I know. Are you proud?
I am proud. Is it toasty worthy?
What is it about cottage cheese that makes it a bit healthier?
It's lower in saturated fat and higher in protein content.
Okay.
So cottage cheese is a great source of protein and leucine, so it's become a bit of a Jimbro cheese, but you want to have cottage cheese to help with muscle protein synthesis. So that's where it's got its wrap from.
Okay.
Tim's taking it into toasty land.
Well, yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. Now, instead of lashings of butter on the outside of my toastie, which I normally would, we're going to use some olive oil. So a good glug of that just into our bowl. And we're just going to use a pastry brush just to paint the outsides of our sourdough. And that's going to give us a nice golden finish on our toasties. Flip it over. Paint the other side.
Does it make you sad not to use butter, though?
A little bit. But I think this will still be great. I'm excited to try it. Okay. So then if I flip these two over, we're going to build here and then we've got the lids. All right, so we'll grab a spoon with some of our cottage cheese on the bottom. Now I want to do a layer of cottage cheese on all the slices.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost acting like your butter as such.
Kind of, yeah. And we'll just spread that out. Lovely. Then we'll go on with some of our roast pumpkin. Oh, I'll just use my hands.
Yeah, I went to do that and then I was like, you know what, you're not as good as good chef yet.
Okay, a nice layer of our beautiful miso maple roast pumpkin. Then some of our kale and enoki mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. I love your toasties with the Asian themes that are coming through. Like kimchi and all these beautiful ingredients.
Then we've got some kimchi, obviously fermented cabbage, which is really good for your gut health.
Yes.
Okay, so that can go on. Bit of kimchi. Okay, then we can go on with our lids. Mm-hmm. Make sure you get the bunny ears around the right way. See, it looks like a little bunny rabbit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now, this will go into our grill pan for a few minutes either side until it's beautiful, crunchy and golden.
Okay.
All right, beautiful and crispy and crunchy. That was about 3-4 minutes either side.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll carefully lift these out.
So healthy.
So, for a toastie, it's pretty, I'm surprising myself. Okay, let's have a look. Let's cut into one, straight down the middle.
It's a really beautiful sourdough, isn't it?
Oh,
it's got that beautiful tinge of the pumpkin, the richness in the yellow coming through.
There you go, so you can see the roast pumpkin, those mushrooms and kale, the cottage cheese popping through. So if we pop that onto there.
Tim,
make a little toasty tower. Do you want to have a try this one?
Dude,
all right,
of course.
Let's do it. Maybe I'll cut this again for you.
So light. Is that also my influence, the smaller portions?
Yeah, I'm learning. You still might struggle to wrap your laughing gear around that,
yeah,
but we'll have a try.
It's like toasty heaven.
How good's that bread?
That is amazing. The texture and the flavour and the way that the miso is complementing all of the mushroom and the pumpkin, it's really meaty without being meat.
This might have to go on the menu. Now, I name all my toasties after movies or music. I'm thinking this might be called the Jumping Jack Flash.
Yeah, oh, thank you.